Hey guys, so today we wanted to talk about the top 5 things to look out for when you're buying a used motorcycle. Number one thing is obviously the number of miles. It does matter if the bike has too many miles for however many years it is, because it tells you that it's been ridden a lot, and the parts and maintenance costs you're going to be facing in the near future after purchasing this motorcycle will be quite high. Or more high than, if a bike is not ridden as much. That takes me to the other extreme, where if a bike is not ridden enough, if a bike is 5 years old and it barely has 1,000 miles on it, why is that? I mean, owners will have reasons that, they didn't ride or this or that, but does the bike have any problems? That should raise some alarms for you. So that's miles. Now moving on to point number 2 would be check out the pegs and handlebars for scratches. Pegs, more so, maybe someone took it out to track days and scraped it. If they're very skilled, that's understandable, but the end of the handlebars. So you need to look out for, why does the handlebars have scratches on it if you're saying the bike's never been down. Did you hit it on the side of the garage wall? Did you drop it over in the garage? So these things are very important to look out for, of course. Moving on, number 3, tires. Obviously, don't be so blinded by the bike that you don't look at the tires, because tires can cost a lot. Insulation and purchasing. Even if you're taking off the wheel yourself, maybe it'll cost you $250 for the tires, and about $20 to $50 per tire for insulation. So this is something to keep an eye out for also. And chains and sprockets. So this is something very important to look at. Like with this bike, I was so blinded by its beauty that I didn't take a look at the chain and sprocket. So it's very important to take a look at the life of the chain, how clean it is, how often did the person clean it, does it have kinks in it, is it lubed, is it dirty, when did the owner clean it last? Because a lot of owners know how to do their regular maintenance, but they don't know to clean their chain every 400 to 500 miles. So this is something to look out for also. And I have paid the price with this motorcycle because the previous owners obviously did not take care of the chain, so I had to change that, and it cost me a lot of money after paying a lot of money for the bike. So this is something to keep in mind for both your safety and your wallet, and so you're not adjusting the chain every 100 miles. So these are the top 5 things I would say to look out for when you're purchasing a used motorcycle and you're going to take a look at it. And yeah, another thing is also taking a look at the forks. Are they leaking? Go ahead and feel them. Did the owner tell you they're leaking? If he's not telling you, why is there oil on them? And if not, that's cool. But this is something we always overlook when looking at bikes, because we're looking at the whole picture. We're not looking at details. So this is very important to look at. And fork leaks can get very expensive depending on how long they have been leaking for. So this is something very important to look at also. So these are the 5 things, and they're very important to look at when you're buying a used bike, so you're saving the most money that you can and getting the best deal. These are my top 5. Thanks for listening.